Welcome to episode 9 of Unfiltered Conversations. And as you see, we got a lot of beauty on the couch today.
Girl,
a lot of beauty on the couch.
Yes.
We're going to get right into it because my sister over there has the bar, our makeshift bar. She's going to make some martinis. And then we're going to go into introducing our beautiful guests.
Yes.
And our topic of what we'll be talking about. So
absolutely. So let's get to it. Of course, behind the scenes, we've already started. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Salute.
This week's drink choice is a Cosmo, but it's not any ordinary Cosmo, okay? This is called an Island Cosmo. Mm-hmm. So with a typical Cosmo, you have lime juice and you also have triple sec, okay? We're taking the lime juice and the triple sec out, and we're replacing it with pineapple juice and Malibu. So
sounds better.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. So
and strong.
I love this little martini shaker. It was a little gift to my sis, and it's come in such great use.
It has all the
yes. Everything you can think of. But not only
that,
the top is a shot glass.
Yes.
So we're going to get this party started the right way. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 shots of vodka. Now, we specifically like Tito's, not only because it's affordable, but also because it's American made in Austin, Texas. So 2 shots of Tito's, okay?
And let's not forget it's carb free.
Exactly. I was
yes,
going to say carb free.
Hello.
So we're drinking light and right.
Next ingredient is 1 shot of Malibu rum. Now this is going to give it the coconut, pineapple, Caribbean island effect, okay? Then we're going to do 2 shots of cranberry juice. Shake that thing up always.
I'm going to have an accent.
Yes. Oh, you better get it, gal. All right, so that's uno, and that is dos. Okay? And the final ingredient, just to kind of take it all in and give you that whole island vibe, is 1 shot of pineapple, okay? Now this is enough for 2 drinks here. We are going to shake it up. Of course, there's ice in here.
So did you see the bartender make it, or is this your rendition of it?
I actually learned about this in St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
So this is a real deal drink from the islands.
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, I watched the bartender.
Because I know you put your little special touch on it. Yeah, you put your little special touch on it too sometimes.
You know, they be liking the water drinks down. We like to power drinks up. Okay.
Right.
So ladies,
Power me up.
power you up. Ooh,
Power
by the
me
end of this
up.
episode, if we say anything offensive, don't blame it on our hearts.
Blame it on the
alcohol.
Blame it on the tropical drink.
Yes.
Blame it on the Caribbean.
Right. On the Caribbean.
Yes. So now that we have that done, of course, we'll send you the recipe. All you have to do is hit us up.
Yeah.
So let's get into
Let's
episode
get right into
number
our topic
9
in our conversation.
All right, you know what? I was going to introduce you, Dina, but I want you to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And if I feel like you missed something, I'm going to double back.
Yep.
Say no more. Say less.
Okay. What? Hold on. Did we cheers?
Yeah, we need to do that.
Cheers.
Top this off. Cheers.
Cheers,
From the
ladies.
bottom to the top, ladies.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me pat myself on the back.
Now this
Please
is
do.
really, really good. This is
Very
so
good.
tropical, refreshing, and it's you can't even really taste the alcohol, so it's like perfect. Yeah.
So,
it definitely reminds me of the Caribbean.
Yes, warning, it will sneak up on you. So
Oh, I know.
Just
It's
like
our
Those are
second
kind of
one.
like to sneak up on you.
It's our second one, so it's like
All right, so let's get into it. Dina, tell the people who you are, where you come from,
And
what
what
you stand
you do.
for, where you been, where you trying to go.
oh my goodness, this is. Hello, my name is Dina Colon. I am a scalp micropigmentation specialist, and also I'm a paramedical skin specialist. So what I do is make a person feel confident. Building confidence is my expertise. I've been in the beauty industry for over about 17 years.
Okay.
I want to say when me and you met, I was
Absolutely.
actually going for my master barber license.
I remember that.
And we was doing something. I think you was doing something in reference to the hair at the beauty store, and that was probably almost a decade ago.
Yeah, over a decade, girl. Yeah.
So now I just kind of wanted to get more personal, hands-on, get certifications from the best trained in the United States, just to make sure that I can address areas as far as alopecia, hair loss, hair thinning, well, you don't have to wear a baseball cap anymore. They wear the cap because that's like a cover up. They say, you know what, I still look good. Yeah. I got my cap on, but aren't you tired of wearing a cap? You don't want to wear a cap all the time. It's hot. It's 90 degrees.
Right.
It's 100 degrees. So what I do is create a natural hairline that lasts forever. You can come and get, just like women do the...
I have the microblading.
Yes. Just like I said, I've done
never known. It looks so good.
And that is 2020. It has lasted this long, and I have never gotten a retouch.
Touch up or anything.
She was like when you first do it, you go, and then 2 weeks they go ahead and retouch it.
Yeah, I would have never told nobody that because it looked like your real deal brows, baby.
And that's what it's about with the scalp micropigmentation, because you got to look at it. So many people suffer from alopecia, hair thinning, stress. It can be hereditary. It can just be a point of where it's just. You can be stressful. You can go through a time and your hair start falling out,
and medications or anything.
Anything that you
old age,
anything can affect that, but it doesn't. It's never. It's too late.
That part.
So when you think that it's something that's not fixable, it is fixable. It is. We just don't have everybody around and it's all over the the United States, but you kind of it's a very sensitive subject. And it's okay, but it's a point that you can't address.
Right. So, I think about this, and I hate to use him as an example. And I love Stevie Wonder, by the way. Damn. But I think about Stevie Wonder when I last seen him, and he had his dreads pulled back, and in a ponytail, and I said, when is somebody gonna tell him it's time to let it go? Because from here to here, there was nothing. But you're telling me this is a fixable problem with your procedure.
Yes.
As well as a lot of men, they start, getting the widow's peak. They start balding here on the edges sooner than us females. And some of us females sooner than later.
Yeah. That's right.
And they think that they just got to be bald-headed. They go with the clippers, cut it all off, and now they're rocking the bald head.
Or the Beijing. Or the Beijing.
Yeah. Oh, I hate the Beijing. It looks like somebody just painted their scalp. I hate it. Please stop.
Somebody
look like you just knock on your hair.
You need to call Dina. We have the solution and the secret for you.
Because don't you want to jump in the pool?
Yes.
Don't you want to not have to watch
turning black?
If we on vacation and we're in the tropics,
or
and you want to wipe
your moment,
and you want to wipe your forehead,
thank you, or the pillowcases,
and you don't wipe your whole hairline off.
Yeah,
I mean that's not a,
and it's not funny because we understand it.
We understand, but what we're saying is this.
There's
you do
options.
not have to have Beijing. It is other options that can fix this. A right now point. If you want a natural low fade and you say this, hey, shave your head off. Let's get you a natural low fade. If you say, you know what, I want to go ahead and fix my hairline, or I want to add density. I want thickness. I want it to look full. I don't have to wear baseball caps. That's where I come in at. I add density to the scalp. I add a look of fullness, and it makes it natural. So it lasts forever. And you can say, you know what, I want it to look a little more bolder. So in 5 to 10 years, you can say, you know what, touch me up. But it doesn't go away.
Right.
You still can say.
It doesn't wash off with your shower.
It doesn't wash off. It doesn't sweat off. You can say, you know what, it's me.
I'm sitting here looking now at some of your images, and you guys can see the images as they pop up on the screen. But this is truly amazing, sis. Really, because one thing that I noticed with the Beijing, or with sometimes even the microblading, it still can sometimes look like scalp, like it's just, like Kelly said, painted on.
Yeah.
But whatever your technique is, it looks like there's texture.
Yes.
How do you create and make it look like the texture so that their hair, this is, y'all see the images.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It was mind blowing to me. I was like, we got to have her on because we know who our core audience is,
right?
And we know that we're not talking necessarily to just primarily 21-year-olds. To all the 21-year-olds, thank you so much for joining us. If you're going to partake in any drinks, you must be 21. Just a reminder. However, getting back to that 35-plus-year-old, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Before I was 35, somebody burned my edges out, and it was a very painful, like mentally and emotionally
Traumatic,
painful
yes.
situation for me, and I just had to lay my hair flat and just kind of let them grow back, and it took years, and still I don't have the hair growth that I once had in those areas.
Because once it changed,
It
changes
changes.
forever.
They will mess up your hair follicles,
Right,
you know,
right,
when
right.
they burn you. So, but you're saying there is a remedy for this.
It is very much a remedy for it, and I was trained by the best, Jeff at Picasso.
Okay.
Shout out to Jeff. He is phenomenal, and what I love about where I got trained at is because he fixed mistakes. So I didn't want to just say, I'm gonna take a course from a person who travels all over the world. I wanted to take a course for someone who actually corrects mistakes from other S&P artists,
like that.
from people who saying, you know what, fill me in. I want a beard. I want a hairline. I want edges. I want whatever. And Jeff has to go back. He creates his own pigmentation for the ink. So he has his own, which is organic, vegan ink. So when you're not just putting any type of ink in your head.
No type of toxins and stuff.
Yeah, no type of toxins. He creates it to where it's not a blue-green blowout. So, I mean, what he does is really phenomenal. So I was able to work with him in New York on this special client that I have on the flyer. A lot of the clients that I have shown here too is also a lot of his phenomenal work in reference to the scar. So I was trained by the best because I wanted to make sure that I'm addressing all the issues that a lot of customers face and clients face in reference to no beard, hair transplant. Because remember, if you get a hair transplant, that does not guarantee you overnight success.
Right.
You will end up with a scar in your head. And by me being trained by Chanel Lopez, who actually is phenomenal in the scar techniques, because not only am I an S&P specialist, I'm also a paramedical specialist where I actually can get rid of your stretch marks.
Yes,
Ooh,
and that intrigued me when we talked the other day.
Because some people say, what do you mean get rid of your stretch marks?
Yes, women have stretch marks. I had a cesarean.
I did too.
Let's talk about that technique.
So
how do you get rid of it?
Let's dive into that, because some people say, what do you mean get rid of stretch marks? Well, with New Conceal and different things, you have a medical grade serum. So not when you have stretch marks and you have a cesarean, or if you have a tummy tuck, remember these are all traumas to the body. So it's like you have to cause trauma to the area. So what we do at New is that I do an inkless tattoo.
Okay.
So pretty much what it is with a medical grade serum on the stretch mark, and I do every line on your body, whether it's top to bottom, with a medical grade serum. And what happens, it causes trauma, so it'll make it rise and lift it, because it's a hydropic scar, different scar. So you got to bring it alive. And once it's alive, then each point, some people have results within the first treatment. So you got to look at it every 4 weeks. You come back, you might need 1, you might need 2, you might need not even that. But just know this, your scars, your hyperpigmentation, keloids, different things, acne is what I work with, everything. So
acne too, because girl, we've seen them acne scars,
seen it.
and we were like, I wish it was something I could do or tell them to help them.
And it literally gets acne, can make you almost look disfigured.
Yeah.
It's
because
like
you have the different
texturizes your
holes.
skin.
It does texturize your skin. You have the different holes. Just like one client who had a cesarean, only had one daughter. She had a cesarean over 8 years ago.
Wow.
One child, and you would have never known she had a cesarean because it was cuffed under. So it was like what they say, the fupa.
Yeah.
But it was up under there. So it wasn't like she just had a fupa, she had a kid. When a surgeon is delivering a child by C-section, they're not doing cosmetics. They don't care nothing about the cut, delivering the child. They're actually saying this. Get the child out. That's it. You're not getting no perfection. So this woman was so very emotional, and for me to start and treat it on it, and she was crying, and she was like, I just want to be normal again. And for me to be treating that, I had to actually cause trauma to the scar. Because you got to wake it up. You got to make it rise. You got to bring it alive. So that's what I specialize in.
I love that.
And I love changing people's lives. It makes me feel good.
Like Kelly was saying, I had a C-section scar too. Fortunately, My doctor wasn't a butcher though.
Okay.
So it doesn't look that bad.
So you have
that's good.
horizontal.
Yes, just horizontal.
I got a vertical because it was an emergency.
Oh, wow.
Which is a whole different situation.
Yes.
So instead of the fupa, you got a booty crease.
Oh, and mine's right above
belly. Yes,
it's right above the hairline.
Yes.
See,
So
yeah.
when the
Because some of them are
grows,
very natural.
Right.
Yes.
So you can cover yours up.
Yeah, I can cover it
Me
up.
not so
Thank you.
much. All right. So check this out. We're gonna take a pause for the
Yes,
cause.
pause for the cause.
Mix another drink.
Mix another
and
drink.
when we come back, we're gonna tell you how you could potentially be a model and get some free services
Yes.
from Dina.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk
I
about
wanna
that in
sign
just
up
a few.
already.
Yes.